I have spent a good long time talking about the Mario Galaxy movie. What I spend like 40 minutes talking about it, about how much I like the movie. Rightfully so. It was a good movie. But, I talked nicely about Nintendo. It's time to balance the scales. Time to shit all over them. So, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office rejects Nintendo's controversial summon character and let it fight Pokemon patent. So, the USPTO has rejected Nintendo's controversial summon character and let it fight Pokemon patent after it was heavily criticized by IP lawyers last year. In November, the director of the USPTO ordered a re-examination of the patent after IP lawyers had criticized the US patent system and the USPTO for awarding it. At the time, the IP expert Florin Muller took to social media to say Nintendo should never have received a summon character and let it fight patent in the first place, while video game patent lawyer Kirk Sigmund told PC Gamer these claims were in no way allowable. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are currently embroiled in an ongoing litigation with Pocket Pair's Palworld in Japan, and patents are at the heart of the lawsuit. This particular patent sums up how Pokemon games work and that you summon Pokemon to battle other Pokemon in the hopes of adding them to your collection. As was pointed out last year, there are countless other games that use similar mechanics, like Persona, Digimon, even Elden Ring. So this is the slippery slope, right? What's Nintendo gonna patent next, right? Because if that is the case, right, and they're like, oh, Nintendo owns the whole summon character to fight thing, then yeah, stuff like Persona, Digimon, like, they are in violation of that, and this gets slippery slope. Like, what is Nintendo gonna patent next? Oh, we own the 2D side scroller platform thing because of Mario, right? Oh, it's so fucking Sonic, Mega Man, Rayman, just all breach that, I guess, right? Like, do you see the slippery slope we go down? That's why you have to, like, bite the shit in the, So, GameSpray reported the USPTO rejected all claims to patent in question based on prior art references in the form of published US patent applications. GameSpray said 2 of these earlier patent applications were filed by Nintendo itself and 1 each by Konami and Bandai. It's worth noting that the rejection is non-final, so there's a long way to go before Nintendo accepts the decision. It may appeal, which would drag this out even longer, but what will be of most importance is its potential impact on the lawsuit with Pocket Pair, which has gone quiet since October last year, which is the whole thing about this. This whole thing is because Nintendo just doesn't like Palworld. That's the reason. It's because they don't like Palworld. And there's many Pokemon ripoffs out in the world, right? They don't like Palworld because it got popular. Right? That's why. And Palworld, I think it is different enough. Yes, it has the summon character thing, right? But it has, the big one, guns. It has some survival elements. You have to gain materials to craft things. You can ride the Pokemon in Palworld. I don't know what they're actually called. Are they just called pals or whatever? Like, you can ride them and all that type of stuff. Like, they die. They you can fight them physically, not just with other Pokemon. You could, shoot them and shit. Like, they literally die. So, I think it's different enough. This is just Nintendo being petty as shit. And Nintendo lawyers are notoriously brutal with some of the garbage they've done. They went after, I believe there was a Pokemon card shop in New York that got robbed. And Nintendo was like, oh, well, we didn't authorize you to do that. So, like, to have that shop. So, you're going to shut that down now. There was the charity event where they were going to use Nintendo games at the charity event. Nintendo sued them saying, you didn't ask us permission. Like, it's fucking stupid, the shit that Nintendo does. And I feel like Nintendo is trying to see how fast can we just plunge our reputation to the fucking ground with some of the decisions they've made over the past, year and a half. Because the recent decisions from Nintendo have really soured my opinion on them very much. I used to love Nintendo. I thought they were, super cool company. I'm like, well, yeah, Sony, Microsoft will do stupid shit. But, Nintendo's there. Nope. The price of the Switch 2 is abysmal, right? Upping the prices for video games. Some of the games aren't even on the fucking cartridge anymore. It's just full-on digital download, which I hate. You have, all these stupid Nintendo lawyer patents going out there and just attacking everyone they can. There's the thing where it's if you're part of the partner program with Nintendo, you can't actually be truthful to them. They want you to just glaze the shit out of them, right? I really just am not pro Nintendo anymore. I'm not anti Nintendo. I will praise them when they do something right, like the Mario Galaxy movie, right? I will praise them for that. I will praise them for the Mario Wonder DLC because I think that's pretty fucking cool. You know, I'll praise them when I think they deserve the praise, but I'm not going to be blinded by like a Nintendo bias when they do something that's shitty. They deserve to get called out for it. That's how I feel about Nintendo, right? Also the fact that they charge way too much for add-ons and stuff that should be free or not as expensive. They will charge way too much. The fact their games don't go on sale. Odyssey is still $70 fucking in 2026. What the fuck are we doing? Like, it's absurd, right? And just to add a little salt in the wound, this went out. We're going back to the moon, baby. We are back at the moon. Who would have thought? I never would have thought I would have seen this in my lifetime. But here I am. We're back to the moon. And how did Nintendo celebrate? Mario Galaxy. They put Mario Galaxy footage in this, and it is fucking amazing. Whoever runs the White House Twitter account needs to be like, get a raise. They need to get like you see the 46k likes, right? They deserve like $1 for every like. That's what I think should happen. That's fucking amazing, dude. Like, this is awesome. I love this. And I love how Nintendo got so mad that they were like, you know, like, oh, well, we in Nintendo, you know, we don't do politics. And then people showed footage of them doing politics. So, you know, there's that. I love how the White House has just doubled down on it. Like, they did an Animal Crossing one the other day. Like, just do it. Nintendo threatened to sue, and then that got thrown out. And they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, right? Like, yeah, eat shit. I'm all for it. And plus, I get to see the absolute Nintendo weirdos just suffer and go crazy and have a conniption fit. It's fucking fantastic to me. But yeah, the scales just had to balance. I said something really nice about Nintendo. Now I gotta shit on them. That's just the way the world works.